Hello, everybody. Burnedoutguy here, and welcome back to Foundry. So, last episode we managed to bring steel home. Well, that's a good start, anyways. And now we're going to start working on other things, such as the concrete and the glass. Um, Concrete's a little bit more complex than the glass is because it's just crush it, smelt it. If I'm not mistaken, because you just need gravel, yeah, and you just got to crush the gravel. Mineral rock into gravel. So, and then you smelt it. So that's a pretty easy process to complete. The concrete is a little bit different. You have to crush gravel, then you got to make cement, which is the mineral rock and the xenoferrite rubble. You got to put that into a crusher. Then once you get that out, then you got to throw it into one of these casting machines, and you're gonna get add water, gravel, and cement. So you're also going to have to split off whatever you're making for gravel, not just into cement, but also into the concrete as well. Interesting. Okay, cool. All right, so that's the plan for today. In between episodes, I did go and fix up the base a little bit more. I got rid of the section that was over here, and we're just going to make a component section over here. Our science over here, and then starting over here is going to be like our robots and kind of go from there thing, right? That's my plan. um Over here we do have our beginning of somewhat of an industrial section, and over here is where we're going to go and create the cement and the glass, and then we're going to bring it home like this. We have two nice mineral rock out here. We got some xenoferrite to help mix with it. Another big one over here if we really need it. And then we have water nearby, so that's pretty helpful as well. The technium is always nice. So if we do run out near home, well, we got a few more sources that we can just bring along home here as well and plug into a smelting system here. Now we don't truly have like a really big dedicated smelting system yet, because we're just trying to, like, slowly map things out. And as you can see, I've changed a lot of stuff quite a bit too. So another technium here too. I did run around the map a little bit just to kind of have a little bit more of a look to see what's around us. So here's what's around us. Pretty good. A lot of technium down here though. It's pretty far away from the base, but that's fine. Gives us reasons to use those trains later on when they come in. Hopefully that update will be out before this one is this series is done. Then I can just kind of continue it right with the trains and replace the trains in certain places, which would be kind of nice. I've been waiting for them little things for quite a while. So yeah, so enough jibber jabbering, and let's get at her. We'll go and start making the glass first, and then bringing the glass home, and then we'll get into making the concrete blocks. All right, let's make sure I have everything before I go over there. All right, we're back over here, so I think we got everything we need. So let's start off by placing down one of these. There you go. So we're gonna work backwards from this point here. So this is where we're gonna start with the glass first. I think we'll start with the glass first. That'll be the easiest one. We'll come on down yonder like this, and we'll put the bottom here. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of mining, I guess, huh? Gone. And gone. Alright, so let us grab the bottom. Oh, I thought I grabbed the bottom. My bad. So let's leave a space like this, and then I could put a floor underneath. Something like that. Something to work with, right? And then I guess from this point right here, we'll bring one all the way up. That should be fine. I don't think that went through. All right, so now we know we have power that's being transferred down here. So now when we start our little road to wherever our personal destination is going to be, so right here, or I could go for this one over here. I will go for this one, and then we'll make these two together to become the cement, I think. Yeah. All right, so let's just make a straight line going down here and joining up to wherever this one's going to be, and we'll start working on clearing this one out so we can get some mineral rock going on. Oh, it is eating itself away. Nice. Okay, that's good. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Okay. So it saves you a lot of mining doing stuff like that. You just got to get your ass down there and put a top and bottom, and then that works. Good stuff. I like that. I forgot about that. If I'm not mistaken, the elevators are the exact same way too. You just got to tell it what level to go to, and it'll mine itself down too. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing, that. Okay, dokie, this kind of works for me. I'm fine with this. All right, let's put in some miners here. There we go. So now we should be able to just put intakes here and here. And this should be our first little deposit all done up here. They should be able to get everything, I think, anyways. There's 7 miners here, so... Or 5. Sorry, 5 miners here, so we should be fine. Oh, and as soon as that catches up, well, we'll have the mineral rock upstairs. That's pretty cool, pretty cool. Yeah, let's go upstairs and get the other stuff ready now. We'll put that there. Bring this to about stay here just for now. These are the crushers, right? Yeah. How do we want that? All right, sounds good. They're slowly working their way up. Now these are 10 per minute, if I'm not mistaken. I was having a look at the recipe earlier, so I'm sure we should be able to like have 10 of these, and then these guys can like output on this side, and we can have some furnaces up here. They'll smelt it and throw it on one main line, which will go that way. That's kind of what I'm hoping what I'm gonna do here. Let's see how this works out for me. We'll program to make gravel. Okay. Everybody's making gravel. We'll send them off somewhere up here. I'm gonna try to leave myself some room for possible expansion, maybe. All right, so now let's grab the Burnedoutguy. I'm wondering if 10 on each would be good. We'll find out. We shall find out. This will be like our little experiment. And input. Apparently I just gained an achievement for something. Not quite sure what. Might have something to do with the gravel. I don't know. All right, so we'll see how much glass you take. 60 a minute. How far down are you making it? Seems like the 4, right? All right. Are you given a full belt all the time though? No, no, you're not. Crap. Let's give this a second here. We'll have 10 versus 10 here, and we'll see how many of these get fed. See if it's still the first 3 to 4, or it's just the first 4. Might be just the first 4. 60, 60, it's 120, it's 240. And then 300. You might occasionally get this one to proc, but so I think it's going to be like a 5 at max. Yeah, so 10 to 5. So I can get rid of one. Oh, no space in inventory. Okay. Means we'll have them exit out the back and go on down that way. So, what I want to do is I'm going to empty this out, and then I'm just going to have 5 at the end here, so we know it's going to be 10 to 5. And then hopefully we can do a double side with that as well. That's kind of what I'm hoping. All right, so we got I'm firing pretty good on both sides. This belt is still pretty full. That means we could add more crushers maybe. But the belt is full, so even if we did add more crushers, I'd have to wait till the next speed of belts in order to upgrade that, because they wouldn't be able to handle it anyway. So unless I split this off and created another like set, you know what I mean? But we'll leave this here for now. I think this would be okay. Be a good start, and then we'll expand these as need be, like later on. I think would be the best thing to do. And I think I'd rather expand above than below, or widen it maybe. I don't know, just change it up. Who knows? Because I'm always expanding wider, I never really do go up. All right. So let's figure out where we want to put the next one here, and go from there. I think we're probably going to do a similar setup, because I'm going to need 2 different crushing, right? One's going to be for cement and the other one is going to be for the blocks. Yeah, so I'll probably do a similar setup, and then we'll put the solidifier thingies there. We'll see how that goes. We'll have to get water afterwards too. All right, let me check this out. Now we got the mineral rock unlocked. That's pretty good. That one here is all nice and mined out and ready to go. And we're bringing that back over here. And now we also have the xenoferrite that we're mining over here. Right here. Didn't do as good a job cleaning this one out as I did the other one, but that's fine. Also went back and got me some explosives, so that's why that one's better cleaned out, but doesn't matter, they'll get to it. Now we'll go back and we'll go up here and we'll start working on making concrete blocks. Oh, we'll just throw these 5 down here for now there. We want to make cement. Nope. Did it say what it needs on there? 10. So yeah, we can have a lot of these. That's good. Let's try 10 then. And then this side needs to make the gravel. Yeah, that would make sense. All right, so this side will have the concrete mix being made, and then on this side we will have just gravel being made. The gravel and then this will combine together in these things here. Where are they? It's all out here. Casting machines. Did I make any of those? Yes, I did. Made 10 of them. There we go. So and those will get put into there. So let's copy this recipe over. All right, let's bring the resources up, and then we'll get this thing making. Okay, so right here, I think we're gonna have to do this. Separate it. Bring you all the way up here. Right to the middle here. And do something like this. I think that's how that's gonna go. Hopefully we're bringing in enough that I can feed both of these like that. Let's hope. Okay, so all these ones are all up and running now. We'll see if this keeps up. It might not, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. These would be the product. Cool. Same thing for here. Glorious. All right, so now we got to hook up those other things here. This stuff. All right, so probably gonna have to be like this. Now, if I remember right, you're gonna have to leave a space. You can't join them like this. Oh, yeah. I think we're gonna do something like this. We'll rebring the product to the middle. And then, have these like that. Try to it. See how this works. Well, that would only allow me 4 on each side. I could continue. Let me see how this is going to work out first. So we're making the concrete blocks. So nothing goes there. And the water has to go in on that side. Okay. How many? 8. I think we'd be good to extend this. And yeah, let's try that. Right. Needed one more anyways. Okay, this is good. Now we just got to put in the intakes. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, that's perfect. So now we just got to go get the water and then bring the water back. Thankfully, water is not that very far for us. Just like right here. We just got to go put an intake right there and bring her on up. That's pretty awesome. All right, so we got this top part all hooked up here now. We got the water going in on that side, and Water going in on this side. Now we're just going to come down here. Oop. Bring the water down. Oh, I might not have. I've gone too far. All right. Reach it now. I can. Awesome. So we can just bring it right over. We worry about looks. Now, if I take the water intake, I wonder if it's going to work like this. Yeah. Nice. Very nice. It's just to say one square underwater, but it's pumping water. That's great. That's awesome. Now I'm assuming we might have to put another pump on here for stress. At one point or another, maybe. Who knows? But we'll go find out. Because you can only pump so far without putting too much stress on the on your system, and it won't pump anymore. But usually it flashes red when that happens. So all these things are cooking, man. We're good. We're good. We're cooking. We're making bricks. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Let's do a little exit thing here going on, and we're probably not going to be making like that many bricks. I'll be very honest with you. So let's say I do something like this. And here, this there. Oh, that's going to be making the brickies. And then these guys are going to be output. And like I said, I'm assuming this is not going to make a massively full belt. But as long as we have some of these coming in. Oh, ooh, that could have been horrible. Could have fell in there. Could have been even worse. But then again, it didn't take that long for that line to fill up. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll be making a half decent amount of bricks here, but we'll see. There we go. Now we got the glass, and then we got that home. What's the next thing we got to work on? I think we should work on doing a biomass thing, only because we're gonna need the biomass eventually to make the explosives. And these explosives here, I think are used in other things as well. I know they're used here. But I think they're used in another recipe later game, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe having a setup for that ready to go wouldn't be so bad. Because like this wouldn't have to come onto the main bus, right? As far as I know. This is only like a small section of like the glass we're going to use a lot of, and these bricks I'm pretty sure we're going to use quite a bit of. But I don't think we're going to use a lot of the explosives itself. So maybe we don't do that. It's a big power draw too. Oh, then there's the advanced machine parts. Okay, so yeah, and I did set that up kind of over here, if I'm not mistaken. That's what this was going to be right here. All right, so let's get these things down and over into the production line, and then we'll go and we'll finish off the little section over here. And yeah, all right, so I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to put them both side by side, and then we'll run the lines down here like this, and we'll put them into our new assembly up there. Yeah, I think everything should work out just fine, hopefully. top and intake here and here. You can just connect these up. Perfect. Ah, there's no fall damage. These ones will be outputs. Output. Oh, now we're just gonna dig the holes down and frost, and we should be good. All right, now we have the bricks and the glass making their way up. Totally awesome. Now I think we can connect these and then maybe do the... What is it there? Is that the steel one that I hooked up already? I think it was. Huh. Where do you go? Yeah, I think you're going to be the steel one. Definitely. All right, so that means I got to go finish this one first. Oh, what is that one empty for? These are all components. Oh yeah, I stopped them from going down. That's true, because I wanted to push everything back. I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay. And then these ones here were the advanced machine parts. That's the ones that we have to make here. Oh, true. Before I do that, I want to push all that stuff back. Okay, so now we got them both upstairs. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of thinking on how I want to put this over there. I know nothing is lining up here and it's kind of bothering me on how I've been doing this, but it's fine. I'll get over it. So here has to be the advanced components, and then here we're gonna have the, I guess the glass and the concrete here, which actually doesn't work out that bad. It's only off by 1. Okay. Maybe we can do something like this here. Nice. Now all I have left to do is to do the whole component thing over here. So I guess in between episodes I'll push this stuff back, and then I'll hook this one up, because this is just like beams and the other components that we're pulling off of here, right? So it would be the beams and this components going into here, and we would be making the new ones, and then that will go on this belt here and then back over onto there. So yeah, so in between episodes I'll get that over and done with, and then hopefully next episode we can start working on a little bit of that space station, and maybe tier 3 science I think would be a good thing to start, because I think we're running out of components and stuff that we have to make, right? And then we got our robots to do afterwards too, but that's no real big deal. The other thing we did unlock was the other xenoferrite recipe, where you can make more plates by crushing your stuff first and then smelting it. You get an extra ore by crushing it or something like that. There's another thing we can look into, but I think that's all the time I got for today. So I hope you enjoyed, everybody. Like, subscribe, peace, take care. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.